don't try to follow other people's models because they won't work. "9 a.m. meeting. I'm late, but we're gonna start. Let's go." So I just dropped from the office 15 minutes to go and get myself some ginger, some turmeric, some lemon, and make myself a cool ginger shot that I usually take when I'm cold. I got this little bit of a cold from the 2 days I went to the seaside. And I know, by the way, I know I haven't filmed anything from the seaside this weekend, but I preferred not to because it was a wild weekend, and I just wanted to focus on myself and on myself, like being a free spirit that I am, and not like record everything and stuff. So I'm sorry that I didn't do that for you guys, but I had a good time, and I love coming back to the office. I love working, man. It's just so good. So going to do that now, then going back to the office, got my stuff, and here's what I was thinking. So a lot of people ask me, what is the kind of the formula for happiness that you have, right? Like, do you work 18 hours a day and then you don't sleep and then you eat only potatoes? Like, does that make you happy? Or no, or what is it, right? And I think, so I'm gonna tell you what I do in a second, but first let me tell you what you should not do. So what you should not do when you're setting your rules for yourself is do not look at everybody else and try to mimic what they're doing, okay? I don't want to call out names, but there's a lot of people out there right now that have gotten a lot of attention on social, right? And people just assume that you now need to work 18 hours a day in order to be successful. And that's true. The thing is that for most people, they need to do that because they're not working enough, right? But that is not true for everybody. Oh, I'm trying to pass the street. But that's not true for everybody, right? So here's what approach I take. I think the approach that you need to take is do not hold yourself accountable to other people's expectations. Do not, if you go on vacation and you're not working, do not feel guilty about that. Like, enjoy your vacation time, right? And make your own rules, okay? So if that for you is 8 hours of day work, then 4 hours of practice, then 8 hours of something else, try to do that. If that's not your case, don't try to follow other people's models because they won't work, okay? So here's the model I found for myself, and this is all based on the fact that you know yourself better, okay? I work 8 to 12, sometimes 16 hours a day. I try to sleep about 7 or 8 hours a day, and then when I feel like it, I take reading vacations, I take vision vacations, and I take breaks for whatever I need, feel, and like, okay? So that for me is the winning equation. Now for the first 2 years of my company, I've never took one day off. For the first two years of building the agency, I think I was working 7 days a week for 2 years, right? And I've took like 10 days max total off, right? So that was the case for me, but that doesn't need to be the same case for you, you know? So now I work 8, 12, 16, then I take vacation for whatever I feel needed, and I take reading vacations, which basically mean that I will spend 2, 3, 4, 5 days away. I like remote places, and I go there and I read, I research, I try to come up with new ideas, look at the things I'm doing differently. I go to seminars, I go to events. My lifestyle involves a lot of traveling either way, so I kind of travel without me even actually considering that. And then what I do is I take vision kind of trips, and I go to inspiring places, and I spend my time there and understand how that's shifting my reality. So that's kind of my schedule, but try to come up with something on your own, right? Try to see what works for you, experiment with things, and come up with that, okay? There's a lot of noise because I'm right next to the traffic. I'm gonna go home, do my ginger shots, and then go back to the office. Cool? Let's do it. So I actually made the enterprise decision to bring all that stuff over to the office. We're not using that thing at all at home, so why not bring it to the office and make it here? So I'm gonna make these juices, then I'm gonna go on with my day, have a couple of more meetings to go. Outside is getting pretty rainy, but that's okay. So let's do this. So the recipe is ginger, lemons, turmeric, and pepper, okay? You put those and you're gonna kill anything, cold, anything you want.
Dăm shot de stai.
Să uite să vezi de la capăt.
Eu țin în gură mai mult.
Hai, 3, 2, 1 și viva Crispidia!
E bune!
Foarte bun.
Ceva reacții de după?
Bun. Și-a umplat limba?
Ideea că nu e nicio reacție, că toată lumea e spartan aici.
Da.
This is 10 at night, finished a couple of things and now going home in about 10 minutes or something. Really important what I've said today in the vlog. I hope that got you a little bit. Please don't follow somebody else's rules. Try to do you as much as you can and you're just gonna win. It's amazing. Oh, just looking at this, somebody has color books in the office, so that's just great. Any case, sticking to my words, going home right now. See you tomorrow. Love you. Bye. Whenever you can, please teach what you know to other people, and you're gonna get really interesting feedback.